Record. Okay, sorry guys, we're gonna have to start over because we got somebody in the group that don't understand how the recordings work, but it's okay. So, are you queued up? You get everything good? Just be ready to drop it because I hear that when you. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, bet. All right, I'm gonna put the intro, so keep your mics. All right, today on this episode, we're gonna got a little world news. We got entertainment news, and I think we even got a snitch. Let's go. Naj, where you at?
Yo.
Yo. Okay. Yo. Yeah, yo, okay. Let's go.
No, hold on. What we yoing, son?
Yeah,
What we
yo,
yoing?
what?
What we yoing?
Yo.
Man,
What?
Talk to us.
Wait, hold on.
This nigga said yo.
All right, we'll come back to you. Let me start off with the massacre in Texas.
Word.
Naj, get it together, son.
I'm trying,
All
I'm
right.
trying, don't worry.
I know the news is bad, but it's not that bad, right? So, you guys heard about this Texas massacre? The Texas massacre suspect?
Yeah, I came across it, but I didn't delve into it because there's so much of these things happening. Boy,
Listen.
it's hard to even keep up.
The way I look at it, the world is getting crazier and crazier, right? So, when I heard about this, they were saying that he was outside shooting. So, they live in a rural area, right? He was outside shooting, and then they were trying to get the kid down for bed. So they sent the son over, and I may be wrong.
Oh.
They sent the kid over to say, "Hey, we're trying to put the baby down. Can you
keep
please
it
stop
down?"
shooting?"
Word.
He shoos them off, says, "This is my property,"
I do what I want.
and then goes in and kills everybody execution style.
Wow.
Bro, rest in peace, first of all. Listen, here's my whole thing, right? I do my best not to fuck with my neighbors, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Just because I like to feel comfortable when I'm sleeping, right? I couldn't even fathom this guy just shooting an AR-15 on like it's regular outside the house. First of all,
Like it's 4th of July.
no, this happened in the daytime, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
it was a daytime event. And
Yeah,
you know,
so-
now to think about it, I did come across, but like I said, it's so convoluted because this is happening so much.
It's ridiculous,
You know what I
man.
mean?
It's
It's
kind of
just-
scary to be honest with you,
Every
man.
time you turn around, is a situation like that. Like, you know, I had to tell my daughter the other day, like, yo, if somebody bad drive you on the road, just chill, just let them go.
Yeah,
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Don't even follow it up because it doesn't make no sense.
Yeah. Listen, I have a quick side story. So even road rage has changed. Because I remember back in the day, you used to flick somebody off, or, you might even act crazy and act like you pull it over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Listen to me. Don't do it.
Nah, son.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
You can get shot.
Let me
And in
tell you.
Florida, you probably will get shot.
One of the times I was coming off I-4 getting on Kirkland, and something happened where somebody felt like I bad driving, but I really didn't. They were trying to cut from the
All the way in
lane
the back.
into the off ramp.
Yeah. So they made a mistake and it's your fault.
They made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? I just kept it pushing like I was already,
Yeah.
and I hear something hitting the car. This motherfucker threw a bag of quarters at my car.
Oh, no.
So I stopped the car, you know what I mean, and just stood there. This is like 3-4 years ago, and I just stopped there for like about 5 minutes. I just stopped all traffic to see what the fuck he was trying to do. You know what I mean? He was like, "Yo, I'm sorry, bro.
Oh, because he didn't know how real you were.
He didn't know how real it was gonna get. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, you just threw. I don't know if you trying to shoot or what.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
A bag of quarters
In
could
retrospect-
cause some damage.
in retrospect of that, I don't know that I would do that today.
Yeah,
Because
smart guy.
The mindset of everybody now is no talking, only shooting.
Yeah.
Stand your ground.
I mean, they use that for everything at
Yeah.
this point in the game. So
It literally, you could have got shot and he would have walked away.
Word. And just to think, imagine you just going to your neighbor and like, yo, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, can you put it down, please?
Son, you bugging
Yeah,
right now.
this
You
is
out here
crazy.
shooting the AR-15, bro. Just chill. We trying to, you know what I'm saying? We trying to put the kid down. Can you relax? And he end up killing all of us.
The crazy part is that he was actually missing for so many days. If it was one of our black asses, we would have been caught up real quick, dog. That's all I'm saying, man. It's horrible, but
to really talk about it though, I mean this happened many times before, and but not in this way. But remember that one neighbor that you playing music by yourself during the day, just jamming, and they're like, "Could you turn it down?" Like if there's a noise ordinance around or something.
Yeah.
Like when you're in your house and you're doing your thing, I mean you do it, but at the same time, a gun is a little bit different.
yeah,
It was
man.
just a situation like that
Different
where
than
they told the downstairs neighbor to turn the music down.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? They banged on the floor and he shot the roof up.
Wow,
You know
he
what I'm
shot
saying?
up into a ceiling
Yeah, he
and
shot
killed
up into the
someone?
ceiling. He didn't hit nobody, but he ended up going to
That
jail.
warning shot.
But it's just like
He could have hit
nobody
somebody.
wants to be infringed upon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you got to respect everybody's space.
At the end of the day, I mean, that's what it all comes down to. It's
That's why
just
I don't do apartments no more, just for that fact right there. Because when you're so close, you're infringing on everybody. You know what I mean?
so in my condo, we have this one neighbor, and I gotta respect him, right? Because I came in on some, oh, I'm that dude, fuck you. But in reality, he was the second person in the complex,
Wow.
right? So he had seniority.
Yeah.
So okay, but at the end of the day, it's still my house, right? So,
Word.
so one day, this is right before George Floyd area time,
Yeah.
right? So he's bugging out. I'm talking about slamming, like doof. I feel like he's doing it on purpose. I'm a real big believer in trusting your gut, right? So I get halfway up his stairs, and I'm tight.
Yeah.
I'm tight. I'm talking about he could hear me coming up the stairs. I know. I'm telling you, fellas, I heard.
Yeah.
If I would have went higher and went to his door, he would have had the right to shoot me, right or wrong.
100%.
Yeah. You're approaching him.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I feel like he was kind of antagonizing the problem.
That's
So
possible.
no doubt, you got it. I just politely went back and did Petty Kruger.
So
I put the music on. We rocked all night,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. Let's go.
I had this thought today, right? Because there was another mass shooting in Atlanta today where 5 people got shot. One person died, right?
Wow,
They
man.
caught the guy immediately. He was black. They caught him.
Well, isn't that crazy? They always
Crazy.
catch the
They
brothers
know,
real quick.
They know who do
But
it. Yeah.
you remember back in the day when you had what was a mass shooting was considered when you killed like 10, 20, you know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah.
go into a theater and shoot up
Yes.
a theater.
Okay.
You go into a party and shoot up the whole party and
yeah,
mad
yeah.
people get
Yeah.
hit. But now it's down to the point where anytime it's over 2 people,
It's
it's
mass.
considered a mass shooting.
Well, that's different.
Now, so
Yeah.
my thought today was, did they do that to make black people look crazier than what they used to? Because remember, real mass shootings
We're
right,
never black people.
were never black people.
Never.
But now, when you hear in the media, a lot of times it's a little gang situation, or even just a street one-on-one situation, and somebody else gets shot in the interim of him shooting wildly. You know what I'm saying? And now all those things are considered mass shootings, but they never were before. Do y'all think that's a agenda that's being placed?
I don't know if it's particularly agenda versus us. I think it's a media agenda, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Because
saying.
they have to make us feel. I'd rather say they won't let us feel at ease,
Yeah.
right? So that's why it's important to not even watch too much news, right?
100%.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna take that back. I'm kind of torn because I feel that you should listen so you know what's going on, but I don't listen to it like 4 or 5 times a day.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, and I try not to watch news anymore at night.
Don't ever watch it going to bed.
Yeah, it's horrible, man. My mind works too hard, and I can't sleep. I can't do what I need to
But you
do.
see, when you consider
know?
that the liberal side of things is going so hard at getting guns removed, that now the only way to get it removed is to have consistent shootings going on that we could talk about on the news. You know what I mean? As opposed to before, only when it hit a certain mark we talk about it, because it's shootings every day, bro.
Especially in the hood.
You know what I mean? Every day shootings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's multiple shooting victims in the hood. A lot of the time, because niggas don't know how to shoot. Most of them don't. You know what I mean? They're shooting sideways.
Yeah.
They're running around with switches now. Switches are almost uncontrollable. Dracos are uncontrollable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So once you fire a Draco towards one person and there's 3-4 more people around him, it's a 90% chance they all getting hit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now we're considering all these mass shooters. When it used to be, mass shooters were some crazy dudes run up in the school and shoot a bunch of kids. You know what I mean? So I really had to sit down and think about it today, like, yo, is these motherfuckers really trying to paint a picture that we're the ones doing this more so than anybody else? Because 9 out of 10 gang members, usually when they go, it's some level of, even though it's not right, it's some level of target that they're going for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether it stem from a little stupid argument or some internet beef that they had from before. But when these guys go and do it and shoot up a school or something like that, it's really insanity.
Did they ever say what the reason for today's shooting was about?
Nah, they said they don't know what the motive is, but more than likely by the fact that only one person got killed, is more than likely that he just had a gun he couldn't handle, and multiple people were around. Because even I just watched the other day, 2 dudes are arguing on the block in New York. One pulled out his gun, shot. A lady was walking by the person that was getting shot, and she got shot. You know what I'm saying?
Stray bullet, that shit sucks.
Stray bullets catching everybody. Cause that's really the
man.
issue that's going on with a lot of these shootings. Is stray bullet catching more people, then they loop it into being a mass shooting.
And back to the agenda thing, I strongly think that is something that's going along that line, because when you think about what they're trying to do, especially like you said with the liberals and taking away these guns, one, that it won't happen. We're not going to be able to do that. That's just
You don't see it happening.
It's just one of those things. So that right there, and most of the times we get these shootings with these heavy artillery guns, like these machine guns, and that's what they're trying to defile first. They know they can't get the handgun off, so they're going to try to stop the ARs and the Dracos.
Yeah, but
and all
it don't
that.
do nothing when you can just put a button on a gun and then it becomes a automatic weapon. You know
Or even worse, you can 3D print it,
you can 3D
and then
print
do
what
what
you
you
want.
gotta do, bro. It's
Yeah, so
ridiculous.
you know.
But listen, you know Dracos, AR-15s, you know, the people, they had these guns all the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's a problem once we started talking about them and
Word.
doing this crazy stuff, which, once again, I do not condone any dumbass crime. You should never have a gun that's going to shoot fucking 90 to 150 bullets in fucking 5 seconds and not be trained.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
And that's the problem. It's too accessible to the wrong people. And I think that's the problem. Because coming up in our era, you had to know somebody who knew somebody to get a gun. You couldn't just go out and pay.
You been to a gun
somebody
show
money to
lately?
get some.
Well,
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
I've seen some really crazy shit. You could tell it's the brothers out there. They got their chick. They talk the chick to going in, picking
That's
up
what
the
they do.
gun, and they buying these big boys.
but
Yeah,
not,
3 days later, the chick is gonna pick up this gun she could hardly carry.
Yeah, but you gotta
You know?
remember too, a lot of these gun shows, what I've been noticing, especially watching the news maybe like 3, 4, 5 years ago, what they do is anytime they promote the gun show, they get knocked off. Because they're not securing the guns at these gun shows. It's almost like they're saying, hey, come over here and steal it from these tents.
Shit,
that
I
they
beg to
have.
differ. If you've been to the one here in Orlando,
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
bro, they well, you don't see the security there because they're secure.
No, not during the show. We're talking overnight.
Oh yeah,
they
maybe.
come up
Okay.
there after hours and do what they got to do to damage control
Well,
at that
I know 2019, 2020, most of the guns on the street was from
gun show.
gun shows and from pawn shops that
Yeah.
got broken in.
Broken into.
Yeah, because they were
Wow.
hitting it hard. They
But
were hitting
yeah,
it hard.
but definitely RIP to that family. You know,
Yeah.
hopefully, you know they
They get
able
the
to
justice
really
that
get the justice
yeah.
they deserve and shit like that. We gotta stop the foolishness. We gotta stop all this shooting. Learn how to fucking have conflict resolution without killing somebody. You know?
Think before you speak. Think before you act.
Word.
That's what
You
I
know
always
I mean?
tell them. And with that, I'm bringing Coldplay by NHA Rock. Yeah, we could talk.
That should have been not rock.
What is it?
Works. No rock.
It's not rock?
De Niro's actually.
No,
Oh.
Rock, De Niro's.
Rock.
Yeah.
I said NHA Rock.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's because of how I sent it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to me, man.
You froze, son. That's
I
all
was
right.
somewhere else. Yeah. It's because I don't have the physical in front of me. I'm just like,
You feel me? So, nah, they'll never do it. So there's always going to be a natural fear. It's never going to be changed. You know what I mean? But the problem that they're having right now is our numbers are growing, outpacing them at this point because they're losing in in 10 years there's going to be more Latinos than white people. That's why when you look at the census says white or Hispanic.
They got to add it. They have to add them in.
They have to add them in to keep the majority. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, if you think about it, yeah, and a lot of Hispanics when growing up, they actually are taught to be Caucasian. And they write that on their job application.
Said white?
That's what I'm saying. They're included in white.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, if you even
So,
go,
real quick, my son, his mom's Spanish, right?
Yeah.
Word.
I don't know why she would put it white, like you were saying.
Yeah.
So one day I look at my son's paperwork, and my son is darker than I am.
Yeah.
And I said, "Hey, buddy, don't ever do this again." He's like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "You're not white. You're not Hispanic. You're black." I was like, "I want you to understand that, bro."
XY chromosome is the strongest one.
And no matter what, the minute they look at you, they're gonna just
black.
you black. So
you're black.
don't try to trick yourself. Try to trick anyone else. Be proud of what you are and keep it moving. But I don't understand that. But I do realize there are some Hispanic people that really do think like they're not. They're
Well, you have to remember there's white Hispanic and there's black Hispanic. That's
This
the
is
thing.
true.
okay.
This is
I'm with
true.
you on that.
Yeah,
But the bloodline. But I think most of that came about for the vote.
Yo, let me ask you a question, right? I know we way off the topic, but let's stay off. Keep up with this. Real quick.
That and this.
Let me ask y'all, right? What country is the better question? What country is the most populous of black people in the world?
What country
Yeah.
has the most black people in the world?
Yes.
Is it on the continent of Africa?
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, it has to be one of the African countries for sure. So I'm gonna go with Tanzania.
So you're wrong. But go
Okay.
ahead.
Ethiopia.
You're wrong too, for sure.
Okay.
So, all right, I'm gonna give you the first one, but you're gonna be shocked at who's second.
Okay.
Nigeria is the first one.
Things that make you go.
And the most country,
Okay.
the most black people in the world. Country with the most black people. Guess what? In your wildest dream, you'll never guess a second.
Australia.
Nah. Are they considered the Aborigines as black though?
Nah,
Okay. Where?
Brazil.
Oh,
They African though.
they don't see that.
They don't see that.
They don't see
Some
that.
of
I was
them do.
watching
Some
something
of
on
them do,
Vice about that. Like it's a big thing. Like
Yeah.
the racial wars over there. Like,
Yeah.
but y'all all Brazilian.
They
Y'all black.
have almost double the amount of black people in America in Brazil.
Wow.
And a lot of people don't even know that. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
but I know they African because
No, most of the
Everybody's
Portuguese
African.
brought everybody
Yeah.
in. Not to mention the Portuguese
Everybody's
brought everybody
African.
in. Everybody's African.
yeah.
We
Word.
started from one.
With the original man.
Yes, I'm sorry.
But I mean over there, their language is that speaking Portuguese is African.
Well, Portuguese don't think they're. Listen.
No, they would never.
Wow.
Never.
Listen,
That kind of
bro.
disrespect, boy.
Whoa, don't try them like that, dude. Don't try them like that.
But you know, it's crazy to think, but when you go and you look at anything Brazilian, you don't see that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You never really see that until you watch like maybe City of God.
Oh yeah.
or
Something
like
facts.
that.
Yeah.
You know, then you start to be like, damn, there's a lot of black people.
Yeah,
over
yeah,
there.
yeah.
But they have way more black people in Brazil than they do over here. And it's crazy that it's like that. And guess what? With all those people that's over there, they only control 5% of the infrastructure.
As in the world, you know how that
Wow.
works.
Sad.
With that being said, I want to give a big shout out to my beautiful wife. It's our anniversary today, 9 years.
Okay.
Yeah,
Round of applause
we here,
for
we
that.
here.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and bring in Hot Boy too, and let's go. Yes, 2 minutes and 53 seconds. Yeah, you on it.
Yeah, see, the show is way more live.
The segments.
Okay, so
The segments.
I want to be real honest.
Yeah.
When I paused for the music the first time, I paused the video. Then we were talking for a hot minute, and then I just started it back up. So there's a chunk missing, sir. But
The whole Putin thing is gone?
I don't think the whole Putin thing is gone.
Hey, listen, this is all the learning curve.
Yeah, so but listen, it's
But this is
every
where it's
time
going. But this is
better
where it's
and
going.
better, son.
This is where it's going.
If we could get all this done, so 2 more phones
So,
connected right, I would have had one on you only,
100%.
so that, and then one on him only,
Okay.
and then mine's on me, right? And then now when we chopping up, it's pa pa pa. Like, cause look, I got this one here. Look, stay over there. You can see it.
Oh, okay.
Where I split it is both of us.
Oh, okay.
Nigga.
Oh, right in the conversation.
Son, that's like we talking.
Yeah, and then while it's editing,
And
like
then
while
look,
you do it,
and there's
while it's playing,
and look, and there's mad other shots. So there's that shot.
and
There's
while
my little side shot. There's that shot.
and while it's playing, you can put the both together like that.
Yeah, no, it's already.
Like
It's
no,
already.
in editing.
Yeah.
You could put
It's
it
already
together.
like that already.
Okay.
That's one of the scenes. So every time we do it, we're gonna get better until we fucking.
What's that?
I was telling him that we got these scenes too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is that already? So when we chop it up, we'll be able to have a better base to work from.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Oh shit.
Now, you don't want a beer?
Yeah.
1 minute left. 1 minute. I'm a hot boy to the Glock boy.
Need some? Come on. Let me know when it's coming in, when it's going out.
All right, what are we coming back in with?
That's what I'm about to say.
26 seconds.
What we gonna do?
We did.
Oh, you do.
Snitch.
Right? Yeah.
Let's
snitch,
talk about
snitch.
20, 21, 20. All right, remember, I'm about to make the mics hot. So, this is just called, his name is Hot Boy? Who did this?
Black Friendly, I'll do it.
Okay. 7, 5, 4, there you go.
Yeah, so you was listening to Black Felony, Hot Boy. Go stream that. All streaming sites, Tidal, Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you want to find it, YouTube. Go check that out. Black Felony, Hot Boy.
All right, listen. I know you have some news about another rat in the industry or something.
Wow.
Tell me what you got.
Yeah, so came across today talking about one of the people that I thought was really a G. You know what I'm saying?
Well, before you continue, is this real news or is this fake
Nah, this
news?
is real news.
Okay.
This is real news.
Okay.
It just got released yesterday that your boy Rollo out of Atlanta is snitching.
Wow.
And
Low
it's-
down.
And you know, he's a very solid dude, a dude that bought an apartment complex for his neighborhood, basically.
Well, before you go, okay, listen, because I heard that, right? So
Yeah.
I had to do my research, and I apologize for cutting you off because I heard the apartment complex. So I was like, oh, kudos, that's some good shit.
Word.
Reality, from what I understand, because I watched this whole Rollo like documentary type situation,
word.
so they broke it down. So smart. He bought the whole apartment complex, so there is no way that anyone can snitch on him.
Of course.
You understand?
It has to be
So-
a benefit. I mean, that's
Of course.
What
No, I'm with it.
that's
But
what
that's
they
his
were doing.
downfall too, because you helping everybody, so everybody knows, right? So now, so with Rollo and let me know if I'm mistaken. His whole thing was he had got busted on the private jet
Private jet
with like 300 pounds or something like that.
with over $1 million worth of weed.
Wow.
Let's put it that way.
Then he bonded himself out, and they made a song about it or something.
Yeah, pretty
Try to
much.
snitch on himself. That's that rap snitch.
Come on, gentlemen.
I mean, you know,
lot of them are
all
doing it,
publicity is good publicity to these
Yeah.
guys, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what happened to those drill boys over there in the Bronx.
But the reason why I bring it up though is because what he's saying is what they're saying, because they haven't dropped who he snitched on. Because he's saying, tell me anybody who you see that's locked up because of me. But they're saying that he snitched on the dead.
Here we go. Another T.I.
So, you know what I mean? And this also happened to Baby's brother too. He's defending himself because they say that he ratted on people that died, you know what I'm saying? That's how he got out of jail. So he went ahead and solved a whole bunch of murders, you know what I'm saying, in Louisiana. But in doing so, he got released from jail. But everybody that he ratted on was dead people.
So here's the question. If you rat on a dead person, are you still a rat?
Are you still a rat? And yo, bro, I don't know, because I look at it this way. If I'm dead and you could escape by blaming something on me, I probably would want that.
Okay, I can see that, and I totally appreciate that. But at the end of the day, it's still considered that you snitched.
Okay.
If you have paperwork saying that you told.
Okay.
Yeah, but
All right, at the end of the day, you told on someone that is dead. I totally understand.
right.
But
is snitching, right? Is snitching not causing someone else to get locked up to free yourself?
no,
The exchange is what you're talking
no,
about.
no. That's making the deal. Snitching is you're telling on someone else to get out of the trouble that you are in.
Period.
Dead or alive,
But
top
then-
five, feel no matter.
And when you say that, because there's families involved, right? Let's just say
Yeah.
crime
So
families.
that's what people are saying or are complaining about, because they have to deal with the legacy that person did whatever you're claiming that they did,
And they're associated with these people.
Well, listen, I'm gonna speak for a person that's not in the game or whatever it is, right? Because I guess you can only truly be a snitch if you're in that life.
Yeah.
Because there still are the rules that if you are neutral or you're a civilian, quote unquote, it's not snitching, it's telling.
Okay. There's a difference.
No, there is a difference.
Yeah.
It's snitching if you're in the life.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because you're bringing down
Like if my mother were to tell on somebody that committed a crime, we can say, "Oh, you snitched."
Yeah.
But is it snitching?
She really just told. I guess.
So here's my thing. Just don't put yourself in them situations.
Don't
bro.
put yourself in that.
Don't
But
go
here's
out.
another question that I'm just coming across right here. Somebody asked, is paying someone to take a charge for you snitching? I'm like,
Nah, hell no. What you mean? You paid them.
Yeah, I mean, that's
If they told after you paid them, that's
yeah,
snitching.
yeah.
With stitches.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I mean, if you pay somebody off, which a lot of people in the industry do that, yeah.
Listen. If I'm the artist or the millionaire in the group, right? And listen, everybody knows when you pay the cost, you are the boss, right? So you have about 6-7 niggas with you all the time. At this time, everybody got their position, a job.
Yeah.
One nigga might be security, another one handles all the internet stuff, things like that, right? If I'm paying for your bills, this is what Rollo did. He was paying for everybody's bills. Someone's supposed to take that charge. That's just how I feel.
Because
you spoke
on the back end 100%.
We got
First
you.
of all, you can't lose the money.
Everybody loses
Yeah, you
if
don't
I
lose the
lose.
money.
You can't lose the money.
Yeah, man, come
The reason
on.
why Shine took it for Puffy.
Niggas don't
Can't
can't
lose
lose
the
that
money.
But Puff shitted on it. He didn't think
Yeah,
it was
I
gonna
know.
go out like that. You know
Puff
what
a
I
dirty
mean?
nigga.
Yes.
Dirty nigga.
Talking about Puff, son. Have you
Yeah.
hear all this Fosse stuff they talking about
Yo,
now?
straight up, you didn't see when he
That
sang
they
for
been
French
talking about?
Montana? You didn't see him sing Happy Birthday for French Montana?
Oh, he sang it like what?
Oh, like Marilyn Monroe? French is around the table with no shirt on?
Jeez.
Nah, so
Mr. President?
Whoa.
Niggas be moving mad spicy, bro.
Gunshot.
Niggas be moving mad spicy. But this whole weekend was a spicy weekend. 'Cause y'all
Oh,
seen
Met
the
Gala?
Met Gala shit?
Oh,
Oh
Lord.
my God. Like, what's up? Yo, you know what? I just don't like that black men are becoming the flagship for homosexuality.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's
Yes.
do what you do. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see no white guys coming out like Lil Nas X.
Or doing all
Or
this
none of
flat.
these other
Well,
dudes.
yeah, there's that the one cat that's doing the
cat.
the Bud Light, whatever that's all
but
the
the one cat. See how
Yeah,
you say that?
yeah,
The
yeah.
One cat.
Yeah.
We can point to about 20
Yeah,
right
son.
now
On the black
that's
side.
using
Son,
that.
I don't have a problem with nobody's choices in life, right? But I'm tired that, like, look at homie from Power, Drew, the most gangster
Yo,
nigga
bro,
in the whole
he's
show,
getting
and he's
more-
more
he's getting
Fosse
more
every
sexy
show.
than everybody else on
Ever.
the show. So
Yeah,
I'm like,
bro.
yo, bro. I don't have to fucking.
You know he's married.
I don't give
His
a damn
wife
what
is
he is.
beautiful too, so I don't
give a
understand
damn
how
what
that
he
works.
is Because
Shame.
right now, that
gotta be
whole
Fosse,
shit is
yeah.
Fosseism.
Yeah,
Fuck
son.
that.
You
You
know
do
what?
y'all, yeah, do y'all. Like
we
we,
going too nuts with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like every show. One of my main problems. If I go watch any show, any white show, and there's one black person on there, one black
He's
guy
gay.
on there, he's
He's usually the
gay.
gay one.
yeah,
Yeah.
He's-
because they want to have a black character, but that's not
The powerful one. The strong
aggressive
one. Yeah.
or
that's not aggressive.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's,
But-
not, it's just not.
But
cool.
it's also brainwash.
Okay.
You know, it's also a step of demasculating the
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
And they have to do it to the black man.
I was watching one thing where the guy was talking about, I forget, was it Ving Rhames? He was saying that he never, rest in peace, he would never accept or be casted if he had to wear a dress.
But he did.
He did, though.
He did.
It was, so what he did wear?
Yeah,
was,
Ving Rhames? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He dressed up like a woman.
So it wasn't Ving Rhames.
He even had he even had sex with this guy Bruce Willis in Pulp Fiction or whoever it was.
Oh, he
What?
tried to rape him. in
Yeah,
fiction.
no, and he was plugging the dude.
Shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
man.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm not gonna watch. I don't
Yeah.
remember that, but I'm not gonna watch that.
oh no, it didn't happen. But they turned around and had him.
Nah,
him
they,
up.
they ended up killing him.
Yeah, they ended up killing
But
him.
he was trying to rape him.
Yeah, he was trying to.
Oh,
Yeah, so
yeah,
Ving
yeah.
Rhames, it couldn't be Ving.
Nah, it
A
wasn't
lot of
Big
them
Dad.
talk about it though, but
Yeah.
we can even go back to Dave Chappelle because he said he don't want to do it, but he did it in Robin Hood.
Did he?
No,
He had the thing on with the horns and stuff like that. He was dressed up a little Fosse.
no, but was there a dress? So nah, that was English
finna bring
garb.
the boy
Yeah,
down.
don't do that to
He ain't
him.
finna bring
Yeah,
the
it's
boy.
different if it's fucking
My son lost $50 million over that.
Oh,
over
yeah?
being black. Yeah,
That's-
bro.
That was the whole thing. They wanted him to do a skit with him, basically.
Oh, it was
in
that.
drag.
Okay,
And
okay.
he was like, hell, the fuck no.
$50 million.
$50
So
million, bro.
now here's the
Turned that
question:
shit down and went to Africa. You know, son.
what would
That-
you do?
I'm turning
For
that
50
down,
million?
bro. All money and a good money in it, though.
No, I mean even in so I remember even back when I was doing a little acting.
Yeah,
Yo,
big up. Listen, look for Nas. Go back and watch Oz.
Word.
those were the days.
All
But
right.
yo, I remember
Look out
on
for
set,
Nas.
I remember on set there was this one Italian dude, and we were, you know, all of us was hanging out. We were all the homeboys or whatever. We were all hanging out. This one Italian cat, he came out of the blue out of one day. He was chilling with us. Then we went ahead and did some other background scene TV show just in between Oz because you know we were trying to get work. By the time we get back on Oz, those two gay guys on Oz, the black guy and the Hispanic dude, he ended up chilling with them after our parlay after we did that other show. And it was just like,
Indoctrinated him.
yeah, it was like one of those, wait a second, bro, you were just hanging out with us last week.
Nah,
Nah, son.
So they
They
do
got it.
that to get that rise, but not in a good way. I'm just saying, you don't ever sell yourself that way.
yeah.
You know, it's just crazy to me how gay rights has trumped black rights at this point. You know what I mean? It's crazy how it happened. But let me play this for y'all because one of the things is when we speak about certain things, we're gonna all get flack. But here's my boy Corey Holcomb speaking out.
Disagree with this. If you tell the truth, you're gonna ruffle feathers. If you tell the truth, you'll lose your job. If you tell the truth, people think you're a bad guy. The truth is the problem that people have in society. I like to see the reaction to the truth.
Because telling the truth right now will get you hemmed up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because
Okay.
You cannot speak your honest opinion no more. Because if it's against, you're a hater. If it's against, you're a homophobe. If it's against, you know what I mean? You're anti everything. But it doesn't mean I'm anti you. I just don't agree.
Okay, that makes sense. And you know what? The truth, though, yeah, it'll mess you up. It's gonna fuck you up in these times.
Oh yeah, nah. I know people that lose their jobs left and right
Because you speaking the truth.
Shit, I've been held back in my job because I speak the truth for mad long. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't
I mean-
take no bullshit.
But then you gotta learn to see. Now it's more of a time of learning when to say it, when not to say it, right? So that's why I'm really big of just being an entrepreneur. That way I can just make my own rules within my like realm. You know what I mean? Like I realize now, like you're saying, people, you can't be truthful, right? You can't say what's on your mind because you have to truly think before you speak.
Yeah, you have to be in the game.
Right? Even our conversation about the Fassi-ism that we're seeing can be misconstrued as
Us being
being anti-gay, which is far from the truth.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You do what you do,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
I'm just saying that I've seen a lot of it,
Mhm.
and that's what the world's turning into. And hence your comment of it being more gay rights over black rights, and that's crazy. You know what I
And
mean?
if you speak out against that, and
You're-
tell the
you're a
truth
bad
about
guy.
it,
Yeah,
now
you're the bad guy.
You're
the
a
bad
bad guy.
Yeah.
And it's not cool that you can't have your own honest opinion. I mean, where has freedom of speech really gone to at this point? You know what I'm saying?
Is it really free? Is the
it
question.
Because you're
Yeah.
paying a price for that shit.
Yeah, you are.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Somewhere
Use
down the
rights.
road, you're gonna pay for it. That's why even platforms like this is good that you could have your alternative mindset, but even then, you get censored.
You can't cancel something that don't care. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, and you know it's funny that you say that because, and it, you know, I was watching this show the other day, and it really came down to the point where this one guy who's a girl now, right? The dude asked him, the guy asked him, he said, "Yo, how do you know that you're a female?" And his comeback or her comeback was, "I grew up different from all the guys in my family." And he said, "I hear what you're saying, but how do you know that you are a female?" And that trumped him or her or whatever at that moment because they don't even understand the question for them to even answer.
Yeah, I think now it's in style to do
It's in
that
style,
shit.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
So
so it's a
now,
part of the-
and then that's why it
it's going
sucks
sway.
that the kids are being like
It's right in their
forced,
face.
right? Because they don't even know who they are yet, and then they telling them, "Oh, be this, or you could be that." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's really bad.
You know, my problem with it is these are kids. They don't need to be speaking about or learning about sex and sexuality.
Yeah.
As a child, you're a child.
Yeah,
Be a child.
yeah.
You're a boy, you're a boy.
Yeah.
You're a girl, you're a girl.
Figure that
As
shit out
you
later.
grow up,
You
figure
figure it
that
out. Yeah.
But right now, this is what you are. This is what you came at.
Yeah,
this
in
is what you're gonna be until you leave
preschool,
my
like
house.
it's a lot,
There's
man.
no options anymore.
I saw something yesterday, and they were talking about YouTube Kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the two people went onto YouTube Kids, and they signed up like they were kids, 9 to 12 years old.
And what they see.
Immediately, they were forced with
Your gender.
gender this and gender that, even child cartoon pornography. I'm like, what? So now you're thinking you're doing good for your kids
by setting them
by
up.
sending them
right?
YouTube Kids and blocking them from everything, but now they're getting in there anyway. You know what I mean? So it's rough, man. With that being said, I want to tell you thank you for being with us. We'll be back next week at it again on the That and This show
Yeah, tune in.
with your host
Corey Dads.
Notch.
and Big Jar.
Let's do it.
Let's go. My bad. I was just know we were getting to the end. I didn't know how else to segue out of the
We'll
shit. You
figure
know what I'm
that
saying?
out. We'll figure that
Oh,
out.
so that was an hour right there, basically?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's cool. That worked.
Right on it.
I was just about to drop some shit on top of that, but it's all
What's up? You wanna go back in?
Nah. It's too late. So
But the segments are good.
Yeah, I like that. We just I think, like I said, we was gonna do the timer or some shit.
Yeah.
At least when we're starting to see it, niggas could be like, all right, let me start.
gearing down.
But because you want to be able to get your point across,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I appreciate that these were, even though we did segue a few times, it was right. They all made sense.
Yeah.
everything made sense.
Yeah. Good shit, fellas. Yo, is your DJ homie not gonna be the one downtown no more?
No.